Hello, some of you might know me. I'm Stephen Marshall. I'm the head of constitutional matters for the Christian Constitutionalist Alliance of Nations. Now, I did have a big plan of a speech. Like, these guys had to come and talk about things, but so much has happened in the last couple of weeks that I've had to cancel it and I'm just going from the heart tonight. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, the reason why I'm here is because I want fucking change. I want a change that the establishment, are not willing to offer. I want a change that the establishment are hiding from us. Because they're hiding your inheritance. Yeah? They've stolen your inheritance, the common law inheritance has been with us for over 2,000 years, 2,600 years. We've had the common law inheritance. And they have decided over the last couple of years that statutes are above the common law. I hate to tell them, but unfortunately that's not the case, because a statute is a legislative rule of a society given the force of law to those who consent to be governed. So it's not law, it's just given the force of law. What is law? What is law? Law is the fact that every man is as free as the king in every regard. That is your first principle of law. Who's ever told you that?
Nobody.
No one has ever told you that, because they've been hiding your common law inheritance from you. And the first principle of the common law inheritance is that every man is as free as the king in every regard, and entitled to every same right that the king is entitled to. Do you think the king pays council tax? Do you think the king pays for when he's done speeding or ran someone over, like they often do, because the law doesn't apply to these people, they only apply legislation to us while hiding law from everyone,
Fuck the king.
Fuck the king! Not my king! Not my king! That lineage, that monarchy lineage that is there right now, should not be there. That lineage is from a usurpation line that have stolen. No, they're French. They're from the Balfours. Yeah. Fraudulent from the Balfours, because you had King Henry VII, who came in and claimed that he was the son of prophecy to return Britain to the Britons. And it turned out, well, he wasn't the son of prophecy, he was the son of incest. Both of his parents were Balfours, and he was born of incest. And he claimed that he was from our lineage, and that monarchy lineage has created the entire monarchical line that we have been accustomed to. It's all fraud. They have no rights over to us, they have no rights over this land. They rely on people being ignorant of the law, so that they can fucking bend it to their will, And because people don't understand where their inheritance lies, it means that they can take inch by inch by inch, and everyone just accepts it because, well, they've got the power to do so. Well, guess what? On the February the 9th, 2025, the Cabinet Office, the UK government, acquiesced to the lack of legitimate authority to govern us under the senior laws of Britain. What does that mean? It means they've got no fucking authority whatsoever, yeah?
Agreed by the silence.
They acquiesced to the lack of legitimate authority. My missus, right at this time, got a speeding ticket from Greater Manchester Police. Now, the Cabinet Office had just acquiesced to the lack of legitimate authority. So if the Cabinet Office have just acquiesced, this means that every single fucking police station around the country has got no authority. Exactly. So I challenge them, because the Cabinet Office had acquiesced. Well, back and two between myself and Chief Constable Stephen Watson of Greater Manchester Police, and on the 5th of June this year, Greater Manchester Police acquiesce to the lack of legitimate authority to police us under the senior laws of Britain. But the thing was, they've got something called their statutes of limitations, yeah, that they have to adhere to because that's part of their legal system, like. So what I did, on the day that their statute of limitations ran out against my missus, I decided to challenge them, re-challenge them, and basically say, no, your statute of limitations have run out, because I knew they had no standing in law to even chance to come against myself or my partner. Well, a month later, now I've not put this out online, I was waiting for this for you guys, like, yeah? So after I sent that notice, I did the YouTube, TikTok video, which some of you might have seen, like, yeah? Now that should have been the last point of call. But Chief Constable Stephen Watson decided, after I did that no letter that I put on TikTok, like, yeah? He decided to try and take me to court, didn't he? To try and put my missus through the magistrates in light of their acquiescence to the lack of legitimate authority. Big fucking mistake. Now, Chief Constable Stephen Watson has got an indictment against him for slavery, for peonage, for fucking deprivation of rights under the colour of law. Because this is all they've got. This is all they've got is the colour of law. They expect all of you to not realise that when they go, oh, this is law, it's not fucking law. It's statutes. It's colour of law. Just as if you look at your money in your pocket, you'll pull it out, it's got the gold rim around the outside of a pound, and then it's got a silver bit on the inside of it. Guess what? It's the colour of money. It's not fucking money. It's worthless base metals that if you went to try and change that in for something, you wouldn't get anything for it because the base metal is worthless. So the colour of money is exactly the same as the colour of law. It's worthless. It has no authority except that which you give it. You have to give that authority to let it have authority over you. People don't realise that this is the case. In 1930, when every single country in this world, all continents, declared themselves bankrupt, they signed into the Geneva Convention. The Geneva Convention was the declaration of international bankruptcy and the suspension of all legislative lawmakers. They were all suspended in 1930. What? What? So you mean they're only in an acting capacity? Yes, they're only in an acting capacity. The government that we know of now came to fruition because of the war. They created a parliament, a government to deal with the war effort, which should have come to an end at the end of the Second World War. But guess what? They continued it going. Do you know why? Because they just considered themselves bankrupt, and then they just got a massive fucking loan from the central banks. Yeah, this was all. They knew exactly what they were doing, like to get the country into debt while they were in bankruptcy, so that the government would then have to start issuing debt notes for everyone, and then we've got to pay back that debt with debt notes. I'm sorry, but that you can't fucking do that. You cannot pay a debt with a debt because debt discharges no deficit. And under common law and international law and Title 31 USC 5118 D2, yeah, it is illegal to demand payment in the form of debt. What does the government give us all? Gives us debt notes. I promise to pay the bearer on demand. It's a debt note. It's an IOU. Yet the government has got the fucking cheek to come up to us and threaten us with prison, yeah, with fraudulent fucking warrants. Or if you don't pay us debt notes, we're going to send you to prison. They can't fucking do this. But your authority lets them do it. Let them do it because you give in and you don't realise your rights. You don't realise that the government has no authority over us because they were suspended in 1930. Common law, UCC, big UC, lowercase c, 1-200 is the international rule of law for all continents. That's common law. There is no other law on planet Earth other than common law. No other law is recognised by the international courts. When the international courts are dealing with war criminals or people who have breached crimes against humanity or breached fundamental violations of humanity rights, yeah, they're all done under common law. So if our government, or you speak to anyone that's been trained in the legal system, they will tell you common law doesn't mean anything anymore. Every single fucking one of them people, yeah, who is trained in the legal system that is telling us that common law doesn't exist is committing treason against us. They are committing subversion against the English common law, against our fucking laws of this land. Traitors, every single one of them. Kill your law university. I'm coming for you. You better realise that you are teaching unlawful laws to your law students. You are subverting English law, and I'm fucking coming for you. Right now. Right now. This Mamandus has been propagated around the world to all courts. This is from the highest court in the world, that all other courts, all other police, they have to adhere to this. They have to adhere to this because they're all operating in debt. They're all underneath the debtor protocols, and because they're all underneath the debtor protocols, they can be fucking indicted. All governments, all quasi-governmental agencies, this includes any police, any fucking local government, anybody who is trying to demand anything from you, they are under the debtor protocols. They are debtors themselves, and if debtors are demanding payment in the form of fiat, yeah, which fiat, that's what we're paid in, like, yeah, that's an indictable offence for all of your local governments. What needs to happen from this point? I'm Deputy Marshal, Stephen Marshall of the World Martial Law Authority, and I'm a licensed judiciary of the Sovereign Court of International Justice, which is inside the ICJ. You've all heard of the ICJ, but not many people have heard of the Sovereign Court. Like, the Sovereign Court is the High Court of the International Courts, and it's inside the ICJ. Now, the conventions that we're all tied into, like the Geneva Convention, like the suppression for the funding of financing of terrorism, like, yeah? Well, guess what? Your money that they are taking from you for your council tax is paying to kill children. You are committing illegal fucking crimes under international law by paying your council tax. By giving your money to your local government has little bits of it given back to them to sort your roads out. The rest of it gets put into a pond and sent out to fucking kill people around the world, like, yeah? If 1 penny, knowingly or unknowingly, of your money is being paid to commit treasonous acts, you are accountable. You are just as accountable for that act, yeah, as the person who pulled the trigger. Do you know what I mean? Yeah? You have a moral obligation to ensure that you withhold all tax from all government, like, whether it's council tax, whether it's poll tax, fucking whatever, all of it, we cannot give it to them because the debt that they give us to play with is debt, and they're demanding it back in the form of tax. They can't do this. Do you know what I mean? And they're only getting away with it, yeah, while people are letting them get away with it. While everyone's rolling over the back, going, go on then. Take me over, take everything that I've got, like, yeah? It's only until the people stand up and say, fucking no more. We have had enough. No more will I be accountable to the horrors that you are causing around the world. Not in my name. Not in my name. Because the people that are running the government, they're not even from this country. The government is nothing to do with this country. The government was created by the usurpers of the crown. Do you understand that? Like, yeah? So it's the usurpers of the crown. They've created the government to govern over us. They can't fucking do that. We have every right to take this back, take the land back from these people. And what I am doing, right, a lot of you know that I've created the Act for the Common Law Sheriff's Office of Oversight and Accountability. Now, to get this ratified and put through and created as a piece of legislation, like, yeah, we're going to have to go through Parliament, we're going to have to get fucking the monarchy to approve it. Well, guess what? We don't need to do that. We don't need to do this, like, yeah? We've got something called the Triads of the Isle of Britain. We can create a
Common Law Committee.
A common law committee, yeah? Which essentially, this is what we've got right now. We've got a common law committee, which from this committee, I want 12 names.
We asked because it's us.
I want 12 names who are going to come forward for a further date to come forward for a grand jury. And this grand jury is going to decide on the fact for the need for the Common Law Sheriff's Office of Oversight and Accountability. Now, this is what I was trying to bring in anyway. But to do this, we need to get it bonded. So, when this is done, and when we've got the grand jury verdict, guess what we're going to do? We're going to take it to the international courts. The Sovereign Court of International Justice. Because they're common law courts, they have no choice but to accept a common law grand jury verdict. We can get the international courts behind us, yeah, after we've had convened a grand jury for the need for the common law courts of oversight, Common Law Sheriff's Office of Oversight and Accountability. We can then take it to the international courts. The international courts can say, yes, you've got to do this. We can have that put into an indictment, into a bond that is created to serve to Parliament.
Yes.
We can then put this document not just through Parliament, but through the King's Bench, which is also a common law court. But unfortunately, because all the judges are paid in fiat, they're all operating illegally. So they will have no fucking choice but to accept the indictment and have it put through for the need for the Common Law Sheriff's Office of Oversight and Accountability. This will be coming down from the international courts after we've convened a grand jury of 12. Which, please, if you would like to be party to the grand jury of 12, which I will contact you for a date, yeah, because we're going to convene in Southport. We've got a location and a courtroom to convene in Southport to bring this grand jury together, to put this together. Now, when this has been through the international courts, guess what? The document itself will be the bond to bond the Common Law Sheriff's Office of Oversight and Accountability, because for any public office to be legitimate, there must be a bond that it's attached to the land. That's what we're doing here. We're creating the bond that will be the bond to bond the Common Law Sheriff's Office of Oversight and Accountability. We're this fucking close. I thought it was going to take us 6 years, like, yeah? At least 6 years, like. But because of the international courts and how they've all come on board and done what they've done with us, like, yeah, it means it's taken 6 years and it's taken down to a couple of months.
Oh yes.
Hey, here we go. Come on.
We can have this done in a couple of months. Yeah?
Can I just ask a question? Do
Yeah.
we need a committee of 48?
No, we've got the committee here. We've got the committee. We need 12 people. We need the committee to select 12 people from the committee to be the grand jury.
Can I just add something here?
You can add, yeah, come on.
We are all here at free will, sound body and mind.
Yeah.
No one's here against
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Everybody's here against it. What he's saying there now, what he is doing, right, is with the common people.
Yes.
Not just us in here for our own individual trying benefits, right?
No, this is
It's
it.
for everybody's benefits, it's free. And that's what common is. It's for the common people of coming together and standing together and understanding what common law is all about. It's not for the riches. It's for everybody to be equal in law. We stand as one. And nobody overtakes and dictates. So remember, there's a difference between common law.
Magna Carta sort of that.
There's a difference between common law and contract law. Don't fall for the contract.
We have our life.
When you ever need to sign something, then it's fucking wrong.
I do not comply.
Do not
I do not comply.
I didn't mean to stand on your foot
No
today.
legislation of man can deprive us of our inalienable common law. Right.
I'm sorry I stood on your foot there. I didn't mean to stand on your
No,
foot.
Because there's nobody
Right now,
here
though,
bigger
yeah.
than anybody else.
I'm
Everybody
going
needs
to
to
call
be
this. I'm
That's
coming to the end
parties
of
all
what I've
being
got to
together.
say here, like, yeah? Because I hope you understand that what I've done, I've proven beyond all doubt, like, yeah, that legislation does not apply to you. It only applies to you if you are engaging in commerce yourself. Do you know? No, in commerce. If you are engaging in commerce, then statutes unfortunately do apply to you. Do you know what I mean? Yeah? But if you're not engaging in commerce, fuck off. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm not a corporation, like, yeah, we're not corporations.
But people need
Rastas.
people need education, right?
Rebellions
To see
against
for instance,
authority.
right? People need education to see when you've had a baby, right? And you've basically given your baby over to the state. You didn't know when you went and
Yeah.
had a baby, and then you needed
For
two
most,
people
for most
to
people, it
sign.
was done under duress.
Yes,
No, but
yes.
nobody
Most people
knew
it was
it.
done under duress. They didn't know what they were doing. They
But you
didn't
don't know.
understand what they were signing, and they didn't understand that to sign your name in all capitals, yeah, is fraud, because you do not have the legal authority to sign your name in all capitals or to even claim that you are the name in all capitals, because the name in all capitals belongs to the Crown Corporation. It is Crown copyright logo. To say that I am the all capitals name on my driver's license, yeah, would be exactly the same as me using McDonald's logo.
So it's void
Yes,
ab initio.
it's void ab initio. Exactly. As soon as it's initiated, it was void from that point on. The fact that these companies are claiming to get you to agree that you are the name in all capitals, it's fraud and misdirection on their behalf. Like, everything that they are doing is it's slavery. It's peonage. Peonage means indebted servitude. Yeah? If you pay your council tax and they tell you that you have no choice but to pay it, then you are in indebted servitude.
My phone died.
Yes, it fucking is. Everything that they're doing. Because what they're doing, they are creating illegal warrants, yeah, which are not created by the court. They're created by the councils themselves, like, yeah. But they are headed, that they are coming from a magistrates. They're on headed paper. So everything that they're doing is fraud, and because it causes terror in people, it's classed as terrorism. Yeah, it's classed as terrorism, like.
The surname that we go by is Capitus Communio.
Yeah.
Actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I feel that that's why CCAN is came together, is to actually educate everybody.
Right.
Because when I came across CCAN, I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, like this is real. Like what's going on? Like this is my rights. Is this what's actually happening? So as someone was never a good little citizen, we just fucking had to go along with it. And then when these guys know what they're speaking about, and you guys have came along and actually educated people going, no, this is statutes, this is bills, this is not law. And now
None of it's law.
we're bringing back, we're taking back our power. We're taking back our power, and that's what CCAN's about, and that's why I'm part of it. So go you guys, go CCAN, by the way.
Yeah. So right now, like, we have got terrorist organisations who are coming. They are imposing foreign laws on us, yeah, foreign statutes on us, foreign regulations on us. Well, I'm sorry, in the Bill of Rights, 1688, yeah, we've got something called the Supremacy Clause, which the Bill of Rights is the coronation oath, which that's the contract that the monarchy agrees to become the monarchy. So the Supremacy Clause, which is part of the coronation oath, cannot be superseded. If anybody allows a foreign agent to breach the Supremacy Clause of the Bill of Rights, well, guess what? They are down for treason. One, the Sovereign Court of International Justice, they decreed that the globalist agenda is criminally illegal. That means that any MP or politician who is pushing the globalist agenda, they can be brought up on treason charges. Yeah, and guess what? Hey, that's it. And believe me, they've got less than a week now. Yeah, because the document has gone into the courts today. Well, it's gone to the higher marshals today, and it's going to the international courts today, depending on what time zone that you're in. Like,
Can I ask you another question just for everybody else's benefit? After we all leave here, you're not pretending to do something mysterious and not be around anymore, are you?
oh no, I've got 2 children to go back to.
You know where I was getting at? I
Yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah. Not quite right
Some
here.
people don't like what we're saying and
I
what
know.
we're doing.
Well, I'm not being funny. If people don't like what we're saying and what we're doing, yeah, then they are anti-law. They are against the law. We are a movement built on the foundation of the Constitution. The Constitution is the rule of law. That is it. This is why we are the Christian constitutionalists. Because we understand Christianity and the Constitution. It goes hand in hand. In our law system, throughout our history, the most quoted book in law is Deuteronomy. It's the Bible. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you cannot separate common law from the Constitution and Christianity because it goes hand in hand. We will reclaim this country. Come on, what do you say?
I've got one question for everybody. This is more of a joke. Who was the first lawbreaker registered to be broken all of the laws of God's laws?
Oh, that's Satan, that is then, isn't it?
No. The first lawbreaker was Moses.
Or was it?
He come down and threw the Ten Commandments on the floor.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
But
No, I didn't even think about that.
high as a kite because of the good talks here. You don't think you should be typing any laws. Got a bit upset because nobody was down here waiting for him after 40 days. You understand?
So, where we're at right now, I was trying to bring together committees of England, Scotland, Ireland and Wales. Do you know how fucking hard that was?
Well done, Steve. Well done, you. Well
So
done.
what we're doing, we're bringing together the Committee of Albion, which the Albion covers England, Scotland and Wales. So we've just bypassed that, like, yeah? We've had one committee, which is here today. I would like the committee to come together to decide 12 members. Yeah?
I'm
who are going to be party to this grand jury, which this grand jury verdict, I will say this now, will have as high a legal standing, yeah, as the Supreme Court.
Yes.
Arbitration courts in this country have as high a standing legally as the Supreme Court. So any judicial standing that is put through an arbitration court, it might as well be being put through the Supreme Court because nobody can fucking argue with it. And this is what we're doing now, like.
Education.
Education, like, yeah?
Yes. Real education.
Real fucking education on the common law, that which they have hidden from us. Your inheritance in law. The only way we're going to reclaim our inheritance now, yeah, is by coming together and ensuring that we have oversight and accountability on the common law to ensure that all public bodies have oversight and accountability. to the common law. This is where we're at right now. I thank you very much for listening to me waffle on.
Thank you, Steve.
Love you, Stevie!